Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and do the untethered bypass. First we'll start with the iPhone 6, the iPhone 5s. It's the same procedure. For this bypass we're using the FRPfile iCloud bypass tool version 3, and it wants it to be jailbroken first. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I have it on the Mac here. 12.4.8 is installed. Quick jailbreak. And now we're on the bypass. I'm just going to try and get through this real fast. I just want you to see that it works. I'm not going to talk about too much how to do it. Now we're bypassing, rebooting. So the actual bypass is on a PC using the FRP tool, but the jailbreak is checkrain on a Mac. You could combine both into one PC, but I have two. It just works for me that way. So here you go. Now normally the 12.4.8 bypass is tethered, meaning that when you turn it off you have to re-jailbreak it again. And so with this method it's untethered, so it'll work without having to further jailbreak it. And you can see now we're bypassed, we're in. The 5S and 6 are pretty easy. You just have to make sure you're on 12.4.8. So do a fresh restore on that version. Use the FRP tool, and that's it. And then we'll show you a power off. Turn it off and on here, so you can see that it is untethered. And it was this way before with 12.4 and the sliver tool, but this is a new way. So here's the hard part. iPhone 6s, 7, 8, and 10, 13.6.1 untethered. Now here's an iPhone 7 that was already bypassed, and it was on 13.4.1. I tried the bypass tool on it with that version, and everything seemed to go okay. It's doing its business, accessing hidden menu, blah blah blah. It's going to restart now.
Come on, man.
And you'll see here we're going to boot up, and for some reason I can't get past the menu. I think it would work on a fresh 13.4.1, but this phone had already been bypassed, so I think that interfered with attempting a new type of bypass. See here? So I should be getting a next screen on the upper right hand corner, and it's not there. So that means something went wrong. So we're going to move on to an iPhone 6s with 13.4.1, and as you can see that did work, because I think I didn't bypass that one before. So now we're rebooting, boot back up, and now you can see it boots right up into the home screen with no problems. So now it's untethered. So that's good. And then we're going to go ahead and go back to the 7. If I show you that. So what I did is I updated the firmware, fresh restore 13.6.1. Run the bypass again. And it'll work this time. So to explain a little bit how this works, from what I can gather, the bypass is uploading some sort of cellular failure. See how it says cellular update failed? It's uploading this into the phone, and it's going to give you that every time, but it works. So I put the links in the below.